Hey, you, this is TJ with Solutions by TJ, and welcome to Sunday FunDay. Hope y'all had an opportunity to look at the video that I posted. It is the first of a series that I'm doing on pricing. So please stay tuned because next week you'll see the other version of that. We are going to talk about how to price your services next week for title companies. This week it was for the general notary services. Next week it'll be for title companies. And then we'll talk about how to price your apostille services. Real good information, man. I got to add some links in there. I forgot to add, but it's some awesome information. So don't miss it. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. This is Sunday FunDay. It's an open forum. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, whatever you want to talk about, that's what I'm here for. I think I'm going to open this up to Clubhouse again because I prefer dialogue than I prefer dialogue more than I do, you know what I'm saying? Just sitting up here talking to myself. So if you guys are tuning in from Facebook, my personal opinion, it's a better experience on YouTube because you can type your questions in, your statements or whatever. But thank y'all for joining me. I see I have 6 people. I think y'all are on Facebook though, because I can't see you. Notary Q&A. All right, so I'm opening the room on Facebook. Okay, so the room is on Clubhouse. Perfect. Hey, Margaret, how are you?
Hi.
Hey, Sharon. Hey, who is that? What is that? Oh, Complete Trust Notary, Miss Nicole. How y'all doing? So I'm on. Hey, oh, you like my top, LaShawn? Come on over to Clubhouse so we can chat. I ain't talked to you in a minute. Thank you. I'm up and at 'em trying to be somebody in this world, and come on over to Clubhouse so we can chat. I ain't talked to you in a long time, LaShawn. Join me. Yeah, it is. You know me, I'm always working and getting stuff done. What y'all have going on, Miss Margaret? How's your weekend been?
Good.
What's going on in your notary world?
It's good. Been doing pretty good with it, but right now I'm just trying to decide if I'm going to actually keep going with it. It's going good, but I got a full-time job that's kind of pulling me away from it right now.
Gotcha. I totally understand that happens, but when I first started, my goal, people have real ambitious goals, right? My goal was $800 a month. So that extra $800 is helpful too.
Right. I think what I'm gonna shoot towards is more or less just seeing if I could set appointments, like during the weekend. That's more of my free time.
Yeah.
See if it can work for me that way.
Absolutely. It's doable. I don't see a whole bunch of closings in Houston on the weekends. I just got assigned one on the weekend, but it's never, it's not as consistent. Normally it is, it's after hours on a weekday.
Yeah, and that may work for me as well, like with getting off at 4:30 and, just everyday life sometimes. But maybe if I can set days that I can do it, that may work for me. So I'm kind of weighing my options right now.
Yeah, and see what I did, it was like 4 p.m. You know what I'm saying? So I got off at about 3:30. My first signing had to be close, like super duper close, 5 to 10 minutes away, and it was in the area.
Okay, that's a good thing to look out for as well.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Oswald, the room is called Sunday FunDay Notary Q&A on Clubhouse. Hey, Miss Demetria, I'm on Clubhouse and I'm on, of course, YouTube. Miss Sharon, how are you? I saw you join me.
I am fine, TJ. Thank you for allowing me to come to the stage.
Absolutely.
I am from the great state of Georgia, and I too have a 9 to 5, but I wanted to say to Margaret, it is doable.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a 9 to 5, but I schedule my signings before work, during my lunch, after work.
Yes.
I make it do what it do.
You ain't never lying, because it would be during lunch too. Like, I work downtown, so I might have to walk to another building downtown or something. It is doable.
It is very
because I never really thought about the lunchtime, you know, because I mean, you got, like you said, make it work the best way you can. So I don't want to stop. I just got to, I guess you would say, figure out how to balance it.
Yeah, you do. It definitely is a balancing act. And you definitely have to have, you know, either your planner or your Google Calendar so that you can stay on top of things, but it's doable. I am in an attorney state and I am rocking it out in Georgia.
I love it. Love it. Love it. Thank you so much. All right. Miss LaShawn, what's going on with you?
My bad, TJ. I was trying to reshare the room for you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. What's been up with you? Where have you been?
I had a lot going on. My father had passed away like right after Christmas, and then I just kind of just been just chilling a little, you know, just dealing with that, and that's pretty much it. But I'm back working again now.
My condolences.
Oh yes, ma'am. Thank you, TJ.
Yeah. So
my condolences.
Oh, thank you, Miss Sharon.
I didn't see your video, so I'm so sorry.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I've probably been going through for the past, like, really since December, like January-ish. I had took this a little break, but I am back working again because I got to keep going.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We had my mother's oldest brother passed away. The great blues guitarist Milton Hopkins. So, yeah, he passed away yesterday. I called my mom and she freaked out. I didn't know. I thought somebody else had called her. So when I called her, I was like, "Mama, you okay?" Just trying to see. And she was like, "What? Okay, what? What do you mean? Am I okay?" And then I told her, I said, "Milton passed away," and she lost it. Because she was the last one to see him. She had just gone up to the hospital. She said he was talking. She had no clue that he was his heart just stopped. So praise be to God that he's in a better place. He's not in pain, and he had been going back and forth to the hospital for a while. So yeah. So condolences to you, LaShawn. That is something to deal with. That can knock you off your rocker. So let me know if there's anything I can help you with, okay?
Oh, thank you, TJ.
Mr. Oswald, how are you today?
I'm doing okay. You know, I guess New York finally joined the Ron world as of Friday, and I'm kind of pissed because the fees are super low. $5 a Ron, really?
Oh, wow. It's 25 here. Wow.
So, to me, automatically, I won't be doing that. I'm going to try to meet with a councilman during the week and see if we can say a word up to Albany and let them know $5 is not cool. Why can't we charge $25 and that's that? I mean, it's not like the person is going to pay the money out of their pocket in cash, because everything is going to be a transaction over the internet. So
Yeah.
And I also tell them to let them, kind of inform them about the prices to run the business and the platforms, because the platforms are not free. And the storage and everything, it's not free stuff.
Yep, I already put out my notes as far as the approved vendors are concerned. I mean, I have several videos that they can, there's a lot of notary signing agents that actually went through all of the platforms, and I'm going to let them look at it so they can see it's not a cheap thing. And then they need to give me my money back, because last year I lost several $100s only for the former governor to cut it off. And that really pissed me off. So I'm kind of iffy about that.
Wow, Demetria said that in New Jersey it's $2.50. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
$2.50. So you can't charge additional fees like you can mobile. There is no transportation charge, but can you charge some type of processing fee in addition to the
So how do we get away with charging processing fees of $10 and maybe administrative fees of $20 or $30 or something like this? Because we do have to store that information into our computers, and it has to be in there for 10 years and stuff like that. So
That's crazy.
So I'm putting my notes together now, so when I do meet with this councilman, I'm more prepared and I can say A, B, C, and D.
Yeah.
How you been?
You know what, man? I cannot complain. I can't complain. I'm just seeing everything that's going on in the world and trying my best to stay focused on what we do best,
Yep.
Yeah. So how was your weekend notary?
Weekend notary?
How was your week in the notary world?
My week was fabulous. I've done a lot of signing. I'm happy. I don't work on the weekends. When 5 o'clock hit, that phone will fall. And that's it. And out there, if there's money, I'm leaving on the table, but I enjoy my weekends. This weekend, starting today, tomorrow, and Tuesday, I don't know if a lot of you don't know, but I'm Haitian descent. There's carnival going on in Haiti right now, and I'm able to. Yep.
Oh, beans.
On top of that, I'm also Dominican descent, and we just celebrated 200. Is it 200? 210 years? 190? I don't remember how many years of independence, because the independence is today.
Okay.
Because they gained their independence on February 27th, 1844.
My daughter was talking about earlier today being an exchange student, and I was encouraging her to go to the Latin countries, to be an exchange student so that you can have, when you leave, you have something under your belt, right? There are things that you can gain from that versus going to Australia, going to an English-speaking country.
Yeah, I mean, she could always choose. I don't know if Cuba participates in that, but Cuba would be a fun place for her to go to.
Why do you say that?
Because the DR and, Puerto Rico really don't count, but the DR would distract her. I can't tell you about all the other countries, but, because in Cuba, they're still running cars that were built in the 1950s. Everything is like old. The old times.
Yeah. I was about that. That was the first thing. Cuba's so old and raggedy. Oh no, we'd have to visit. She'd get down there and be like, "Oh, Mama, I'm ready to come home." So.
No, she gonna tell you, "No, Mama, I think I'm gonna stay for a while." You gonna be like, "What?" And it's not like you can get on a plane and chase after her, because you would have to apply for the license to have a passport so you can get into Cuba.
Wow. Yes.
I should just show you a license so you can go to Cuba.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So, Ms. Adorn MP, this is just an open forum. We're talking just about things in general about our weekend notary. Let me tell y'all about something interesting that happened to me this week. So I had a client, and it was heartbreaking, but I'm gonna tell you about the portion of her documents first. So she was from Malaysia. Her husband was from India. They were renewing their daughter's passport. And so they needed several documents notarized. When I met her, the Malaysian embassy told her that she needed 3 copies of her birth certificate notarized, 3 copies of her daughter's birth certificate notarized, their visas and passports, 3 copies notarized, and then the I-94 and the I-20 forms. I think the I-94 talks about your entry into the United States. And I can't remember what the I-20 is, but needless to say, of course, y'all know vital records, right? You cannot notarize vital records, at least in the state of Texas. You cannot. Birth certificate, death certificate, marriage certificate. You cannot notarize those. So the workaround to that is you can't, so when I say you can't notarize it, you can't provide a certified copy. That's what I mean. You can't provide a certified copy of those documents. What you can do is the individual can write on the document a statement of attestation, meaning an attestation statement is like I, then their name, attest that the document is true to the best of my ability, blah, 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 blah. You can look it up because we just got the language. She just got the language offline because she didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it was. But that's the statement. And then she signed that. So I was able to then notarize her signature. And of course, I called the National Notary Association because let me tell you something. If you're in closing and you don't know what you're doing, they are the quickest and easiest people to contact because I had never dealt with this before. I didn't know. I did not know the attestation portion of that. I knew that I could notarize her signature, but I thought that I would have to add a loose leaf certificate onto the pages. So it was super interesting. Have you guys ever faced anything like that?
No.
Interesting. LaShawn, have you?
Oh no, that's something new actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, that was very interesting. So she had to write a statement of attestation, and then I was able. She wrote the statement. Her name was printed within the statement. She had to sign it below and date it, and that's what would make it valid. It was good. It was good. But, you know, as you get into people's homes and you start talking to them, it took us about 3 days to get this. Well, no, 2 days to get this done. Because when I first saw the documents, I told her she wasn't far from me. So I told her $45. But then I get there and it's like 50 pages. And I'm like, hold on, baby. Wait, this ain't gonna work. We got to up this price. So we were figuring out together, calling the NNA and, you know, figuring out how we could do what she needed done with the embassy and going back and forth with the embassy to make sure that we did what they needed us to do. And so, yeah. But she revealed to me that she was being abused by her husband while we were there. And so that is a whole nother topic. I mean, you know, you get to be friends with people. I'm a friendly person, and I love people. She was a Christian lady, and I was like, wow. So, and I've heard of this before. She's here from Malaysia. Let's see. So she's complete. They are here on his student visa. Doesn't provide money for her. He pays the rent, but he doesn't provide food. He just pays the rent. and she cannot work in the United States because it does not state on her visa that she'd be able to work. It's a lot of stuff, man, that I just didn't know. Like, you can come over here, and if you are on your husband's visa, then y'all have to change all of the paperwork in order for you to even be able to work in the United States. But what is, if they catch you, what's the worst they can do? Send you home?
Yeah, you could be deported and be barred from entering the United States. And Malaysia is far away. That's like a 14-hour nonstop flight.
But if she's being abused, what do you care about going back home and being barred from the United States? I wouldn't care.
If you're being abused, then she should be calling the cops. I mean, nothing will happen to her. She'll most likely could stay until things work out, and then I guess she'll be going back home at some point.
Yeah. It's just interesting, the stuff that you come across, right? The stuff that you come across in this business, man. The people that you meet is crazy. Crazy.
They're weirdos, they're not crazy.
Huh? Say that again?
I've come across weirdos.
Oh, really? Really? And you know what? Oh, this is a good one. Doing general notary work, her living conditions in that country are worse. Well, she was from a middle-class home, so they had a very nice home there. Her dad is a minister. So she was not bad from what she said, her living conditions were not bad in Malaysia. Dang, I had another thought. Can't remember what it was. God diggity dog. Anyway, yeah, she said that they come here, the land of the free, and to live the American dream. But golly, you're so far away from your family, and then you're in a state where you can't make money for yourself, don't buy your kids clothes. It's like the church is really helping her out to buy clothes, get food. It's that, man, Jesus. That's a lot.
But LaTanya, if she really wanted the assistance, she could have actually gone to the Malaysian community, wherever that is, so she could seek the assistance.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people don't even know that, though. They don't know that. She doesn't know that. I can tell her that, and her churches now that she's revealed it to them, they are helping out to figure out what they can do. Oh, this is what I was about to say. Thank you, Demetria. General notary work, I feel out of my safety net in doing general notary work, even though I charge pretty good. If you right around the corner, it's $45, but normally it's much higher than that. But man, I'm going into places and I know it's not like $100,000 transaction. You know what I'm saying? And it just feels different. I don't feel as safe as I do knowing that I have your social security number, your ID, and you are going through a multi-$1,000, $100,000 transaction. Yeah, I feel safer in that environment. Does that make sense? I be feeling leery of some of these general notary things, baby. I'm going to do a whole video on my taser. Hello? Whole video on my taser and the gun. I think I told y'all that last time. The concealed handgun stuff.
You are so lucky.
Why you say that?
Because we New York City can't have a taser. And a stun gun is not readily available to be delivered to your home. And I don't know how to go and getting one. Maybe I'll just cross into Jersey and buy one so I can cross back into New York and hopefully I don't get into trouble or something like this.
So you can't buy it from Amazon?
No, because they won't deliver it. I tried having it delivered to my home. They didn't want to. I tried to do it at one of those Amazon lock boxes.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't. I tried to have it sent to my office in the city. that didn't work too.
Wow. That's crazy. I didn't know that. There are a lot of things that go on with that New York, aren't there? Sheesh. So Samantha said, hello, gang. I purchased the printer, the Brother 2710. Anyone that has a Brother printer, Brothers have a program where they will send you ink. Oh, wow. Brother can tell when you're running low on ink. Okay. That's pretty cool.
They don't have it for toners.
I know, right? So is the ink real expensive? Because you know that ink is normally more expensive than the whole doggone printer, Samantha. That's where they make their money, is the ink. Hey, Demetria, you got to get what? A stun gun or a taser? So Jazz said, I had a learning curve this week, had 2 signers in the same day that got married during their loan process and didn't advise the lender. Whoa. So both had to be canceled because the spouse wasn't listed as a non-borrowing spouse on any of the documents. So that happened on both closings? And was it on the 22nd when it was 22222? Yeah, Jazz said yes, it was on 222. Needless to say, I've learned to ask during confirmation call if the signer is married. Wow. Yeah, she said one of them was. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I know you were talking about general notary work, and I had wanted to. There's a book out there that I don't know if you know, Mr. Gary from New Jersey. Well, Gary Pierre Lewis.
Mm-hmm.
He had wrote a book about general notary work, and it actually had released early. Because as soon as I had seen he wrote the book, this is the second book, but I have it, and honestly, it's a really great book. It's a really great book for anyone that really wants to get into general notary work. I mean, TJ, he has this book broken down.
How do you spell his name?
Gary. So his name is Gary. And then Pierre, Pierre Luis. I believe that's Luis.
Okay.
Yeah, his name is Gary Pierre Luis. He's Haitian descent, but he doesn't speak Creole.
Oh.
Well, I apologize about the last name.
I mean, you can say Pierre Lewis because, he doesn't speak it at all. He doesn't speak a lick or a drop. Because I met him about a year and a half ago. And today he did something on Instagram talking about his book.
It's really good. I'm be honest with you. It's really good. It's called General Notary Work Secrets Revealed, a guide on how to scale your own general notary business. And like he breaks it down on about how to become a notary, how to start the business. He has pricing in here, really how to get general notary work, how to build relationships to get more general notary work. It's a really thought out book, in my opinion. To be honest with you.
Isn't his first book on how to create a signing service or something like that?
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm waiting on that one.
Can you pin the book to the top?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
Yeah, because I'm on it. If y'all are on YouTube, I'm on here and I'm about to pin it on YouTube. Oops.
Yeah, because I was like, okay, where's my book? You need to hurry up and send me my copy.
I mean, Sharon, I had made like a list. I found a list of books that on people, but his book is on this list. And also, I ordered I think it's Sophia Martin, her book also. I haven't read her book yet because I just literally had just got it, but I'm pretty sure her book is good. But Gary's book is on this list, and it's a really good book. I'm gonna be honest. I think this is like the next level, especially, look for something for general notary work and not just a book about just being a notary and some fluff. Like, this is a real good book.
Oh, that is awesome.
So he really thought out his second book.
Yes, like he really, I'm waiting on the first one, but I mean, tell you, like with this book, like he really broke it down as far as like with starting the business, especially when it comes to jewelry notary work, because I feel like with the notary business, a lot of it is just geared towards loan signings, how to get this more loan signings, but it's not really teaching people about you can build your own clientele with your own notary work. And this book really breaks down the pros, the cons. I don't need to write no book because he already did it for us.
Hallelujah. You know what? And I'm getting it too. I'm about to go. I'm gonna get it most definitely.
Yeah.
Let me see if it's gonna let me one click it. All right, I one clicked it. I'll see.
It came fast.
I got the Kindle version, but you know, normally I get the Kindle version and then I get the hard copy when it's super good. What was the other lady's name that you were talking about?
Her name is Sophia Martin. Hold on real quick, TJ. No, I'm gonna spell it for you, okay? So it's Safiya. And her book is called $1 Million Signature, A Notary Public's Guide to Financial Freedom. I haven't started this one yet, but this one was pretty good too, because she kind of breaks down from kind of like her journey a little bit, but she gives like a list of supplies, talking about financial freedom, branding, learning your money, loan signing terminology, and frequently asked questions. So this is like a really good broken down book. I just haven't opened it up and started yet because I was still focusing on Mr. Pierre's book and reading it, but I want to get into all the books.
That is awesome. Boy, that's why I love you so much.
And you know what? In celebration of Black History Month, these are Black authors.
Yes. And I just shared the Amazon links on YouTube, and this link is at the top. This is amazing. Triumphs of being independent notary and prosperous entrepreneur. That'll be fun. Yeah. Thank you, LaShawn. You're right, though. I mean, the general notary work, you can make a lot of money. I'm so excited about reading his book, too. That's going to be good. That is going to be amazing. It's always something here that you can gain. My YouTube family, am I clear over there or is it buffering? Let me know because, you know, I don't be knowing what's going on. It looks fine on my screen, but you know how it is. Where is Frank? Hey, Frank, how are you? Hey, Tanya. See Hunter in the building. Jazz Green. Hey, Janice, how you? We are on Clubhouse as well. So if y'all want to join us over here, we have a conversation going on. And anybody at the bottom, this is an open forum. Y'all, listen, welcome home. This is your family. Come on up and start talking. That's all we're doing. Miss Sharon, I have some questions for you about Georgia because I get a lot of questions about Georgia. You there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so for closings, from my understanding, an attorney has to be part of the transaction. But does the attorney have to be there when you're closing? Like when you're going through the documents with your client, do they have to be on the phone or physically present?
No. Usually they're on the phone or FaceTime. For me, I have some attorneys that say, Sharon, I'm here if you need me. Go ahead through the documents. Then you have some attorneys that want to actually go through the documents, and I literally point. It depends on the attorney.
Mm-hmm. So they are there, like they are either physically there or on the phone.
Most of the time they are on the phone or FaceTime.
Okay, perfect. Another question. Do you have to find those attorneys or are they assigned already when you get the job?
I have reached out to some attorneys, so I've built those relationships, but most of the time they call me. And usually when I have a title calling me, I let them know that I am in an attorney state and that I would like to reach out to the attorney, especially if the property is in the state of Georgia.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And do properties that are outside of Georgia, and the signers are in Georgia, which is different.
Yeah. Okay. And so how did you build your the relationships that you have with the attorneys that you know?
Well, the good thing is I work for Superior Court.
Okay, yeah.
So I've known some attorneys and built some relationships like that.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. Do you think it's difficult, like say for somebody who is, not accustomed to this world at all, they are just starting out. Do you think it's difficult for them to build those relationships with attorneys if they're like not in the same position that you were in?
I don't think so. But I will say it's not easy. You have to really reach. You have to reach, and you need to have training. You need to know your documents. It's not something that you can just do, and you're a newbie. Yeah, you really need to know your documents. And I will say, I've been a notary since 1995, but I just learned about loan signings in 2018.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It wasn't something that I was even focusing on.
Right. Yeah. And we learned late too. I mean, even I think my cousins started doing it in 2013, and then I started doing it in 2016. So yeah, we learned about it late too.
Yeah.
So I get it. I don't know why it was so late, but yeah.
But I'm grateful every day. I'm so thankful that this is another stream of income for me. I'm looking to add on. I'm a wedding officiant as well. I do apostille work. I'm thinking about doing the process serving game, but there's some training that goes along with that too for Georgia. So.
Good. How was your what is it, February 22nd? Did you do any weddings on that day?
I had several, but I actually had to be in court on that day.
Oh.
Yes, people were reaching out left and right, but I was already committed to my 9 to 5.
Yeah. I don't know one person who got married on that day. It's crazy. It seems like I would.
It was a lot of people. I was getting a lot of hits, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't do anything.
You were missing money.
I was missing money. Yes, you got that right.
Awesome.
Two. Yeah.
Okay. Where's Mr. Gary? Let me see. Oh, there you are, Gary. Come on up. Hey, how are you?
I'm doing. You hear me?
Yes.
No, I'm doing great. One of my friends, the notary giant, told me to jump on. You guys are talking about my book, so I said, "Oh, okay, let me jump on." So I'm here now. How's everybody doing?
Awesome. So LaShawn just told us about your book, and she said that she loves it. So I just purchased a copy of it myself. I purchased the Kindle version, and normally I get the Kindle, start reading through it, and then once I read through it, I need to highlight my stuff. I'm a physical copy type of person, but I ain't got time to wait on the physical copy to get here, so that's why.
No, right. Nice. Are we talking about the general notary work?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I just put out. Thank you for your support. This is a great book for really any new, or I would even say senior notary that's really just looking to scale their overall general notary work operations. I really took my time with this one, making sure it really packed the punch. It's really to bring you from the point of how you get started with this business, how you can start, how you can look for opportunities, what kind of applications I used really to be successful in this space. And also just because what I really found from a vetting perspective, with a lot of notaries that were signed up with me through my signing services, a lot of them were just intimidated with just the pricing aspect of this.
Yes.
So I really got into that aspect of it, and really just for those that didn't really know how to price this business, go into that component a little bit. But this book really passed the punch. I really hope everybody enjoys it. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. No, thank you, because I just did a video today. I don't know if you know about my channel on YouTube. It's called Solutions by TJ. And I just did a video on pricing general notary work, because that's the number one thing that most people are most afraid of. But it's not just pricing general notary work, it's pricing all around. So even when you go direct for title companies as well as your apostille work. So I'm doing a series of those videos. So what are your philosophies on pricing? I know we're going to read the book. I'm going to read it. But I'm going to have you on my show, too, so we can talk further and get into some stuff. Yeah.
No. I got to take a look at your YouTube channel. The Notary Giant just told me about that one. If I had to give one piece of advice with pricing, I mean, you could really just dedicate a whole segment to it. But one piece of advice is really just trying to, because every state is different, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what goes in one state may not work for another state. But you just really want to find your sweet spot, right? Because with the states, they each have a certain amount you can charge per stamp, and then depending on the state, you can charge charge travel fees, right?
Mm-hmm.
So even with the travel fees coupled with the state charges, let's say that number is, let's say, $40 or $50 when you estimate what your travel fee is consumed with that. But if $50 is probably not that sweet spot or a price that a customer would pay in your area, why not bring that price a little bit lower to a point that's competitive, fair, puts money in your pocket, and everybody's happy. So it's really, I get into just really finding out what your sweet spot is, but also just putting information out there to notary publics to just give them a strategy and a system so that they could price this business. Because it's not as in, once you start pricing, it's not as intimidating as you think. It's really what the state determines what you're going to charge per stamp, because the acknowledgement is correct, and then you determine what the travel fees are. I mean, there may be limits on your state, but then you just really come up with what you feel comfortable charging in your area for these type of notarizations. There's applications out there like Thumbtack. They'll tell you in your area, what the range is for 1 to 2 notarizations. They'll tell you.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get a feel of the land. But again, it's not really about overcharging. It's really about finding that sweet spot. I hope I answered the question.
Absolutely, you did. So in the video, I walked them through how to do market research to see what others are charging, because that's always a good place to start. Start on Google. See if there's a price list, if any notaries in your area have some type of price list. Then
you're right, TJ. I just didn't want to come off as a stalker. I did do a lot of that. You call up and you pose like you're a customer.
Yep.
And pose what you like your customer and see what people are charging. You get a lot of intel there. And that intel will give you some direction on your pricing.
Yeah, I'm stalker number 1, Gary. I can tell you that right now. I be telling my people, hey, listen, you get in this business, you're going to have to become a stalker. You're going to have to call the title companies, worry the heck out of them until they hire you. I mean, I don't know how else to do it. That's what we do. We will stalk you until you hire me. Listen. I'm so bad, though. They know my name. Like, when I call, hey, Miss LaTanya, how you doing? I'll be like, oh, hey, baby, how you doing? I was just calling you back to see. Don't forget about me. I'm not going to forget about you. They will not forget about you.
You remind me about that Will Smith movie when he's out there stalking them in front of the vicinities. I forget what the name of that movie was. The Pursuit of Happiness.
I know, right? Yeah. Shows. You have to be vigilant.
But you have to do that. You really have to do that. Stay in their faces. Stay relevant. Make sure you're sending those emails, following up with those emails. Do whatever you need to do. Just really to get your name out there and gain traction.
Yeah, it's yeah, because it's important. And you know what, man? The follow-up. You said the exact word, because it is the follow-up. The money is definitely in the follow-up.
Yeah, because you may have done a great job, right? But a lot of people do a great job, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people do a great job, and you want to be memorable, so you want to let them know, like, hey, I'm still here, I'm a big, from a signing service perspective, when the notary closes are done with a deal, I follow up and just make sure everything went smooth, make sure everything went well. I'm giving them, I like to use Wave. I know everybody may use a different application like QuickBooks. I like Wave. They give you the option to send receipts. I send receipts. It's another reminder that they're doing business with you. Anything you can to be in their face and be remembered.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. You are spot on. So we have some people down at the bottom. You guys can come up. This is an open forum. Feel free to talk, ask questions. If you have a topic that you want to talk about, listen, this is our time. Our time, right? But thank you, Gary. I appreciate you hopping on, man. I hope you got some sales tonight. And shoot, we're gonna have to connect behind the scenes on here so that I can have you on the channel. I'm about to read that book, and then I'm gonna hit you up.
That sounds great. I appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Hey, y'all, what are the hearts, the black hearts, the fist, and the balloons? What does that stuff mean on y'all's profiles? Do you know, LaShawn?
No, I've been trying to figure that out for the longest.
I want a fist on mine. Sharon, do you know what the black heart means?
The black heart is supposed to be for Black History Month.
Correct.
Well, why don't I have one?
You gotta
learn how to put it on.
Oh. Okay, put a heart or fist on your bio. Oh. Gotcha. Okay. Thank y'all. So put it on my bio. Okay, I gotta put it. Yeah. All right, LaShawn, we're gonna have to get with it. Hey, Miss Monique, how are you?
Hi, good evening, everyone. How's everyone today? I hope well. Had a good weekend.
Yes, ma'am, I did. I had a good weekend. I got a lot on my mind, but you're in Texas. Awesome.
Yes, I'm Monique in Cyprus.
Oh, yes.
Now you finally get to see the face, even though that picture is a little bit with my fatter face because I lost more weight. So I don't look like that.
Well, girl, hopefully I'm going to have another face. Let me see. This double chin ain't by caca.
Well, it's okay. It's all right. Wear it with pride. It's no problem.
Okay.
I still have a double chin. It's okay. It's part of my personality. It's what makes me me.
Okay. All right.
But, I just wanted to jump in since this is my first time meeting everyone on Clubhouse. Hello, everybody.
Hey.
I am new. Hey, I am new on a notary game, as you know, Miss TJ. That I have been on Notarized for some time. I actually held the notary commission in Georgia for 4 years in doing commercial notary. And now that I'm trying to really get you take that word back, striving to get myself going independent, I have done the Google My Business page, but it seems that I'm getting feedback that since I don't have any reviews on that Google My Business, that maybe why I'm not getting any calls.
No, that shouldn't be. Oh, my bad, TJ. Did you want to answer that?
Baby, hey, listen, open forum here. Anybody can answer anything, but I agree with you. That shouldn't hurt you at all.
Yeah, so one on your Google My, so first I always ask people, like, is their business name clear? Like, what is your business name first?
Just Stamp Notary of Northwest Houston and Apostille. Okay,
and then also on your categories, do you have Notary Public on there? Is your category,
yes.
What categories you have?
Yes. So
do you
Notary
have your
Public
service areas?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so another thing you have to start doing with Google too now is start making Google posts.
Mm-hmm.
So do you know how to make like graphics and stuff? Do you know?
Yes, I have Canva Pro.
Okay, cool, great.
And Photoshop.
So you can create what you can do is create posts on your Google My Business page, and that will help with drawing traffic on it to your page. Now, are you just not receiving calls? Do you check on there to see if you're at least receiving clicks or anything, or just nothing going on?
I have some clicks, but no phone calls, no emails. And TJ has shown us on Saturday on how to make posts. Mm-hmm. So I've been posting different things, but not really big, nothing big yet. But I try to post different things about the business, what's going on, what's new, what's different. So I'm just sort of lost. I'm the website portion. So the website portion on Google My Business is actually complete now.
Okay. You can probably try updating some of the service areas too, but it does take a little time. I'm not sure how long you have had your page, but it does take just a little bit. I'll say within 30 days, maybe.
Okay. Fair enough.
And have you gotten any activity on your page? Has anybody contacted you?
No.
And how long has it been up?
It's been about 2 weeks now since we had that Saturday class.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, give it a little time. Keep posting. Are people liking your posts?
No.
Are they viewing it?
It's not showing any views either. It's just showing that I had a total of 15 views to my page so far.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what else am I doing? I have Instagram running. I always post on Instagram, LinkedIn. I did some reviews that I've received from different clients that contacted me from Notarized, leaving different things. But other than that, I don't have any other way for anyone to leave any reviews.
Well, it's going to take time, Miss Monique, too. I mean, I say give it about 30 days, at least, because 2 weeks is still kind of new. But also, too, I just want to give you some advice, like when you're posting on social media, make sure that when you're posting on social media, especially on your notary accounts, that you're following people within your local area, not necessarily notaries and things, because the only way to be found on social media, especially Instagram, because Instagram is the easiest way to really start for free, is to start really honestly to start following like just local title companies, follow their social media pages, follow people within local businesses within the area and like their stuff and engage with their stuff. And then another thing too, like we want to use Facebook, the free way, because Facebook now, they want you to pay for ads. And there's nothing wrong with the ads, but we don't want to keep spending all our money right away. But what I would suggest that you do on Facebook is the same flyers that you post on Google My Business, go in some of your local Facebook groups and within your area and let people know that you're a notary in there. And you're not going to get something just right away. But what happens is whenever people go to Facebook for everything now these days. So if someone needs a notary, they'll type in notary near me or notary, and your stuff will hopefully can come up. You could probably do it for a week straight, post every other day, or post until they kick you out, or whatever the case may be. But that's what I would recommend, Ms. Monique.
Okay, well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm not going to hold the room up to ask all of these questions, but I appreciate everyone's time. Thanks so much.
Oh, man, that was an excellent question. I'm sure other people have it. So, no, you are not holding up the room in any way at all. I was just thinking about that. I had one more thing to tell you about that Google business page. My brain, baby. Woof. If I don't say it right off, it'd be gone. With 20 million things on my brain. Hopefully it'll...
Okay. Too bad you didn't come by my house today because I made chocolate cake from scratch and it has espresso in it.
Oh, my God. Now, you would tell me at 10 o'clock tonight because I would be on my way. And y'all should see Madison in here dancing. I should put her on. They try to distract me when I get on YouTube. So her and the dog are in here dancing and looking crazy. But okay. Yeah, so that Google page, that's interesting though. Give it a little bit of time. Oh, this is what I was going to say. So Monique, are you doing other jobs as well, like other signings for signing services?
No, not right now. Because what I'm generally trying to do is just try to be virtual.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't received anything from any sign-in services just yet, but I'm going to start attacking them. But I'm mainly just going to start going after like different professional organizations right now and offering professional services that way.
Are you on Notarize?
Yes, I do notarize now. I'm just trying to get off and go on my own so I can make my coins, as we say.
Okay, so Notarize. The way that Sean, with Death Row Notaries, the way that he got his reviews was through his clients on Notarize.
Yes, I have some, but it's just that they don't normally leave them. But out of the ratings that they have listed on Notarize, they have a 5-score system.
Mm-hmm.
I have been holding 4.99 as review ratings, but there are no written reviews per se that clients can leave.
Do you? Okay, so they can leave a review on your Google business page. What type of phone do you have?
I have an Android.
Dadgummit, I don't know how to do it on Android. But there is a way while you have them on the phone and while you're doing whatever you do, you can go into on Apple, go into settings, scroll down to general, then go to keyboard, and then text replacement. And so on my text replacement, I have the shortcut is called REV for review. And so while I'm on the line with them, I asked them, can you do me a favor and give me a review for my services today on Google? And they normally say, sure, why not? So I text them at the number. And when I text them, Blue, get down, Blue. I text them, it says, thank you dearly for your business. Hold on. Would you mind taking a moment to leave a review? And I give them my link. I text that to them. So it's real simple, real easy. And you do it through your phone under the text replacement feature.
Only problem is, TJ, when I'm in a session, I can't see their phone number.
You can ask them for it though, right?
Oh, yes. But I actually had 2 clients that looked me up through Instagram and found me and left reviews that way. They did that on their own. And that's how I got 2 additional reviews.
Gotcha. But yeah, but I think so. Sean has a whole bunch of reviews, but he actively asks people for those reviews. He goes after them and he texts them while they are on the phone, and asks them, hey, can you do me a favor and leave a review for me real quick?
Okay, I'll do that.
Mm-hmm. And so that'll get your reviews up.
Okay, great. I will do that tomorrow.
And again, it's under keyboard and then wherever the text replacement feature is.
Okay, I'll have my son help me with that. Thanks.
Okay, Lizbeth asked how to set it up. So, Lizbeth, I have a smartphone. So you go to the settings on your phone, scroll down to general, scroll down to keyboard, and then right under keyboard, you'll see text replacement. Hit that plus sign at the top right-hand corner. And it'll be like a phrase. So my phrase is, hey, thank you for allowing me to notarize your documents. Please take a moment and leave a review. And then I'll have my Google page link for them to leave a review. And my shortcut on my phone is called REV for review. Hope y'all got that. But that's one way to run up those reviews. Samantha, did you get that? Lizbeth. I want to make sure you got it. Okay, awesome. Anybody have any questions? Miss Renee, how are you?
Hey, long time no see. How you doing?
I am good.
TJ, how you doing? Notary?
I am.
Hey, we got a new face up in here, Lois. Renee.
Yes. I'm good. I can't complain, girl. I gotta make it into your room. Shoot, I've just been grinding, starting back making videos on my channel and being consistent and just trying to get everything, doing what we do, juggling 9 million hats at a time.
You're right. I was honored to stay up and catch your platform. I said, okay, I like that.
Yay, thank you. So you know what? We have Mr. Gary. He's on the platform right now, Gary Pierre Lewis. And he may be someone good for you as well. He wrote a book that LaShawn was telling us about earlier on general notary work that's also on Amazon. I just purchased a copy of it. And I'm excited about reading it. Let me get the name of it again. It's called General Notary Work, Secrets Revealed, a guide on how to scale your general notary business. And LaShawn said it's very robust, and he goes through a lot of the stuff that you need for general notary work. And he was just saying, pricing is one of the major things. So Gary, Miss Renee has a group, or she's on Clubhouse, and she has a room that is on every Wednesday morning. Right?
5 a.m. Wednesday morning, every day, every Wednesday, 5 a.m. Well, 5 a.m. Central Standard Time.
What time is it? California time? 7?
It's 3 a.m. I had the honor to speak to Mr. Gary. I think about what was that, like September, Mr. Gary?
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Time goes fast. I think it was maybe about, it must have been around last year, November.
Okay. Maybe I'm putting too much dates on it. But yeah, I would love to welcome you to the Notary Gems room on Wednesday morning. Your time is 6 a.m., but I think the crowd get a little bit up there in numbers, more so around the hour of 2 hours in. So that's about like 5 o'clock my time and about 8 o'clock your time.
Yeah, perfect. Now I'll definitely jump on. So Wednesday mornings, right?
Yeah.
Wednesday mornings. So my time. I'm in New Jersey. That would be like
No, that's 8 your time.
8 my time. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 8 time my time and 5 a.m. my time, and we'd love to definitely have you and tell people about the wonderful thing that you do, because being an author ain't easy, right?
No, it sure isn't. There's a lot more that comes into it. I mean, people think you're just throwing this thing on Amazon, but you have to get like 1, 2, 3 edits, and then depending on who the editor is, they make mistakes too. So you have to read the whole book again to make sure there's no mistakes. And it's a lot to put it together. But I mean, it's definitely a beautiful thing once you have it out. I'll tell you that much.
I'm telling you, I'm going through the process of. I should release mine in about 2 months, but I had to hire my editor, what you're saying, and editing ain't easy.
No,
ain't cheap either.
No, it's not. It's not at all.
No, it's not cheap. It's not easy, and you're managing an editor at sometimes. You would think that because you're paying for a service, it's being done 100%. You definitely have to just check back and make sure it's being done right. But I'm looking forward to this book. I mean, I don't know if you're going to clue us into what the name is, or are you there yet? I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah. So it's on Notary Business Credit. So I kind of watered it down and made sure that people can kind of walk away with something, doing business the right way. And it's not just focused on the credit, it's focused on the structure, right? So a lot of people don't know business structure, right? You can't have credit, you can't have funding without structure, right? And so sometimes we don't know what's best to us. So it's kind of bringing all of those concepts together to kind of take the notary industry to the next level. Because at the end of the day, people don't think notary is a real business, right? Not that you can make money, but just the fact that you can actually get funding from it, right? Grants from it. right? I think Notary to Notary just got a grant called CAMCAS, right? From just a notary business.
That's awesome. That is awesome. And I love how, you know, our notary community of African Americans, like, we are a pretty close-knit family, if you can use that word. Like, we know each other, we support each other. I'm excited about that. That really makes me happy. So I'm glad that LaShawn brought to my attention that book, because that's important. Super duper important. So thank you. We have to help each other out. Everybody else helps everybody else out. So we got to be there for each other, especially it's just Black History Month. Let's support each other, love on each other. And I'm having a whole series, like I was telling everyone earlier, on pricing, how to price your general notary work, title company services, as well as your apostille services. So stay tuned for that, y'all. It's gonna be good. Gonna be good. Well, guys, we are at our hour of 10:05, and I am so thankful that everybody joined me. I got something out of it. I hope y'all did. Every time I sit with y'all, every single Sunday, I get something out of our interaction and our conversation. Miss Naomi, did you text me? If you did, text me again. And Samantha, reach out to me too. I want to hear more about your, Samantha said that Google and Yelp contacted her and said that there's a lot of business in her area. Yelp called first. Yelp gave me an entire team to work with. The guy from Yelp set up an appointment for 2 weeks out. That's amazing. That's awesome. Where's Samantha? LaShawn, Samantha's in Georgia, huh?
That's Samantha. That's on the YouTube. I don't know. I think that's a different Samantha.
Okay. Your Samantha is in Georgia, right? Yeah,
Yeah, he's in Georgia. But I did want to say something about that Yelp phone call. I'm gonna be honest with you. They're going to try to sell ads and stuff to you. So that's what Yelp does. I ended up having to block their number because they will call nonstop, and they always get you because they'll say, "Hello, how's your day going?" And naturally, you're just going to say, "My day's going great." And then that's when they get into the spill. They get into they're good. But I ended up having to block their number because all it is, they want you to pay for their premium service on Yelp.
Shireen said they got her for $600 last year.
You know what? You can actually just get a Google Voice number and give any, like, if you have services you need done, Yelp or whatever, you give them that number. It'll keep ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing, and you'll never pick up, and they'll just finally get it at that point.
Yep, I agree with LaShawn, like 100%. I tell people, like, get the listing, but know that when you do, how to react to the call or react to, moving forward with that, because they are ruthless. They will offer you $300 credit, right? And then the next minute, just like anything, it's a subscription. You'll forget to turn that sucker off, right? And then sometimes not. And then the next minute you get hit again, you're like, oh. And then I don't think they give you refunds. They give you a credit if you want to turn off, but not that. But it can be great for some and not. But I just think that when it comes to Yelp, it's the type of people that you work with is different than the people that you work with from Thumbtack, right? So I think how they do their algorithm, I would say, is a different type of pool of people, right? So Thumbtack, I don't think people are looking for a discount, as I noticed. Versus Yelp, they looking for a discount. They're not looking to pay huge amount of money, different. I can only speak for Los Angeles, But even for people that I know from just like Chicago and different other places, they said the same thing. So it kind of to each his own. But I definitely, if you're going to spend money, I'll spend money other places in the notary industry. But I do know it works for like microblading in different ways. But I don't know so much if it's the notary industry.
Gotcha. Thank y'all. Okay. I have not. So I have the Yelp listing, but I ain't never get a phone call. They never worried the devil out of me, but I'm glad. Whew, thank you. Because I do understand what you mean about those ads. And so when I was younger, I tried to run Google ads. So I totally understand how you can go from 2 cents all the way up to $1,000 in a day. That's crazy. And I said, oh, no. You got to be a professional to do this. You have to know what you're doing to start trying to run some ads, because it'll run up fast.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the same even with Facebook and everything. All platforms where you're going to run ads, unless you don't know what you're doing, it is going to be a waste of money, a complete waste of money, because all you're going to do is just click and do what they tell you to do. You're not really going to set it up right, because before you run ads, really it's all about the setup prior to running ads. And then, understanding your market, understanding the keywords, the text within the ad, the graphic, who you're going to run your ad to. It's a lot of details into running ads, but they do pay off, because that's how I actually had the Notary Institution was running ads through Facebook. And the only reason I knew that is because I used to do e-commerce, and I learned how to run ads on the e-commerce side. And I just literally applied, the same concepts to this world. And that's how I learned how to run ads.
Gotcha. That's cool. So do you run Google ads also, LaShawn?
No, I haven't went over there just yet. And the only reason I have not ran Google ads yet is because even though I am Google Ads certified specialist, it's just that with running Google ads, the biggest thing is your website.
Mm-hmm.
Is making sure that your website is right. So it makes zero sense, at one point in time for me to run Google ads when I didn't have enough content on my website, to draw the traffic to, especially if I wanted to run an ad to a specific type of person. I had to have content on my website and not just redirecting them, to my homepage, because that's a waste of money. So this year, that's why I'm going to be running Google ads soon, but I haven't started yet because I'm really working hard on building out the whole entire website to like the web. And it's hard to explain it, but it's going to be really big. It's going to be really big. And then I will start slowly running Google ads, Pinterest ads, because everything is all about a strategy. And it's, at the end of the day, before you run ads on some of these platforms, is really having your website built out for ads to be run to, not just taking people to the home page.
I agree. A question. So you mentioned a tool for writing articles when we were together.
Oh, I did. Yes. Like an AI, artificial intelligence.
I think so.
Yeah. So that's what I use to try to help me write some of my things. And now they've been upgrading this program. I gotta get the link. I'm not on my computer, but I use WriteSonic. It's kind of like, no, this is different. There's different ones out there, but the one I use is WriteSonic, and it helps me write out articles, Facebook posts, ads, anything that I want to write out, it helps write it out. So they upgraded it now to where so I can just put like a few sentences and it will pull information, add information, rephrase it, or whatever the case may be. But it's really good, and it makes me work a lot faster than me just trying to write an article, out my, pull it out my brain and write one.
Yes. You always have a million good things. I remembered that, and I was thinking about that not long ago because I want to beef up my blog. So
I've been writing my blog I've been doing it twice a week, writing 2 blog articles twice a week.
Girl, I tell you, when you're doing 2 videos a week, 2 blog posts a week, dude, this is a full-time job. Shoot.
Yeah, but that's like actually part of the marketing strategy, as a whole. To be honest, like every time you make a video, TJ, really what should be happening, because at the end of the day, I think this should be the goal for all of us is we want to own our traffic. We want to own our audience. And all we need to do is use these platforms like YouTube, Instagram, Clubhouse, use these platforms to draw traffic to us, to our websites. And it's for anybody. So like even when you make your YouTube videos, you should have a blog on your website, TJ Solutions, where people can, after they watch the video, the next step should be is people reading your blog. And that's traffic. That's how you draw traffic to your site. And Google search engine sees that. And Google, to be honest, they help out with when they start seeing people are reading, because Google could tell when people are reading it, if it's really important, how relevant it is, and Google will start ranking your pages for you, but you have to draw traffic to the page.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
Let me say something real quick. I think Notary Institution was always ahead of me when it comes to IT stuff, right? And I think I sat in a Zoom with her, and my brain was just fried, right? Where I'm just like, I have no idea what she's saying, right? It's just funnels and stuff like that. But I want to bring to your attention, I agree with everything she said. As you start to have multiple different funnels and things like that, this is one of the things that happen, right? I came across, I'm trying to find the link right now to see if it's something that I can send to you guys. But I'm pretty sure you know about it, LaShawn, is that you can pull your transcript from your YouTube video, and then from there that can help you build your blog for that particular video. Are you aware of that?
Yes,
and there's free links out there. Okay, excellent. So that can kind of start the journey of building your SEO with that.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, I had thought about that too, because I think I was using Loom, and they have the transcripts, and it's so easy to do that, to use that as a guide, because you know what, we're already doing it. Like, we already have the content right there. You can add some additional stuff to it when you're making videos. Yes, LaShawn, I'm gonna have to call you. We're gonna have to talk. I miss talking to my dog. She been MIA. So thank you for joining us tonight. All right, y'all know I gotta take this little girl to school in the morning, so let me get off of here and go on and go to bed. I do love y'all. I thank you for joining us, and hey, listen, we're gonna meet y'all back at the same place, same time, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time next weekend. Your girl been trying to get out a little bit. I'm normally in the house, sleep, but I got out again this weekend. Y'all be proud of me. My little single self is out mingling. Tonight was nothing. I just was out, and maybe for an hour, and came on back home. But I have to do things to balance my life, and I encourage y'all to do that as well. So y'all have an amazing week. I hope y'all got something out of this. If you joined us late, please listen back, because of course some nuggets and gems have been dropped as usual. Thank you, LaShawn, Renee, Sharon. Thank you, Oswald, Gary, Monique. I appreciate all of you, and all of you at the bottom who didn't say anything. I love all of you. My YouTube family, you know what it is. Thank you, Miss Sharon and Miss Snow, everybody. Thank y'all so much. All right, Miss Libby says she got a partial refund from Yelp, so they'll give you a partial refund when they run your bill up to $600. But you ain't gonna get that whole thing back, so be careful. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great week. Make it a good one. Bye.
Bye.
All right.